So y'all know that I've been saying stuff about the Freemasons, and my channel was taken down. And right now, I'm with a Black Freemason, and I don't want to be here. I met him that when I was finna go to the east side. I met somebody, and he was like he'll get me a room, so he got me a room on the west side, and then Um, I went to go wash some clothes while I was on the west side, so I had clean clothes. And when I was leaving, this man was like, he'll give me a ride. So I was going to get something to eat. He took me to get something to eat. And of course, I'm homeless, so people can just kind of plot on me or whatever. And the reason why it's significant because when I was in the jail, the Black Freemasons did witchcraft with the white women, and these white men, they were doing witchcraft, and they said that they would harm my vulnerable baby boy while I was in the jail, that they would do things to my little son. And this was also around the time that people were trying to murder me in my cell, in different cells throughout the jail. And this guy, he was showing me pictures, and he's a Freemason. You can see the symbol on his head, and different things around his room have his Freemason war stuff. And, it's really like a slap in my face. And he was trying to ask me, like, so what's going on? We're going to get together, and I was like, I just need somewhere to crash for a couple days. Like, I need to be outside. I need to be outside away from these people, because they should not have did the witchcraft, threatening my child, threatening to harm my little boy as retaliation with these whites. And they threatened to do some very sinister things to my child, and even threatened my life for telling about the witchcraft that they has did, and what they said, the heinous things that they said that they would do to a child as retaliation for a white man being shot in this country. Um, you know, uh, like God said, he was abusing me and my son, and I don't want to be around any Black Freemasons because they're very sneaky, they're very calculating. They usually running you around through their whole little group, where they don't want to be exposed, and they know that this white folks is doing you wrong in that system. They know that they shouldn't have took my home, my child, and falsely accused me and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. No, that's when you're protecting yourself. It's self-defense. And they knew what it was from the beginning, that me and my child were in danger regardless. And then for them to come back and do all this witchcraft and threaten me and my children, it's not a coincidence that I'm with a Freemason right now, and I'm exposing the heinous things that they said that they would do to my child. And of course, they trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm helping you. And no, ain't nobody helping me when y'all ain't gave me back my apartment and my child. You're not helping me. You taking advantage, just like they said they would, and just like they said they would allow to happen to my child. Until my child is back in my arms, then ain't no you helping us. Y'all just trying to take advantage. Now, there was more that I wanted to say. Some pictures of my son went missing. I knew that I already knew they was trying to steal my child. God already said that people was trying to steal my baby, and I'm going to remain calm while I say this, because it's some stuff that I really should be going off about. But I got people wanting to come and call me crazy. You ain't seen crazy when you talking about somebody's children, and you gonna stop opening up your mouth against me about my children, or else you gonna have some real big problems in the spirit realm messing with Andrea Jones about my child. These people threaten me, and they lying about my pregnancy, and they threaten my son. Then got the nerve to think that they gonna leave me vulnerable on the streets and be all up in my face like they helping me. And if anybody know me, you're not gonna tame me like that, and you damn sure not gonna try to come and so-called tame me with no black police in Atlanta trying to hurt me for telling the truth. Because not only was black people not willing to stand up for me, but they was also willing to hurt me and do the same illegal bullshit to me and my children behind the scenes. So they don't want to be exposed neither. Because just because some white folks is doing some stuff behind the scenes that they ain't been caught for, don't mean that black people should have joined in. How dare you? And then to think that they at the top of the totem pole was the reason why God had to expose the Satanism involved. That they been thought they could go against him in his judgment. He said to give me my child. He said do not kill us. He said give me back my apartment. He said there will be repercussions and that Austin is going to prison. That's to jail for a long time. That's what God said. But people want to try to, leave her on the streets. Take her baby from her. Don't tell about her pregnancy. All this nonsense. And God had to let me know because they're Satanists, Andrea. They've been denounced me. They've been said that they willing to go to hell to have whatever kind of dominion they think they're going to have on this earth. And they willing to take my wrath however it come. So they're going to try to do you and that baby any old kind of way for white supremacy. And then turn around and act like she couldn't take care of her child while people was abusing her. And I don't want to be around none of these people. But back to the part about me knowing. Those white women was trying to donate me all this stuff for Halo when he was born. And we had enough. Then they come back trying to take back the stuff. And I'm like, how y'all coming trying to take back the stuff that me and my son have? I got pictures and stuff of the items that they were asking me could they have back. I never said you could have it. I said y'all could use it. I said that's bullshit. And I knew they was up to something. You're not going to give no woman no stuff and then come back and ask her, can you take it back? Or you say she could borrow it. And I was like, well, if I would have known that, then I never would have took nothing. I would never would have took it from you because I was going to buy Halo everything out of my own money. It was stuff that I could afford, and it was nice stuff. But people want to have control over you and control over the narrative when they want to come out with lies trying to steal somebody else's child. Your son was abusing me in my home. How dare you try to keep my son from me? And that's what God said. Exactly how he said it, too. He said Cynthia O'Vera was wrong for trying to keep your son from you. He said that she was parading your son around, but I got something for that. He said it was her apartment. And he said Austin was going to learn a lot of lessons in jail for abusing women. And I want to tell women out there, don't you ever let nobody give you nothing for your kids. As a real woman, you carry your baby, you lay down with that man, you push that baby out, you buy he or her what your child need. Even if you got to go without some things. As long as your baby got the basic necessities and your baby got you, don't you let those wicked women coming around giving you anything. They ain't the one gave birth to your child. They ain't the one carried your child. They ain't the one feed your baby crying in the middle of the night. You know when don't nobody want them at that age. They wasn't the one waking up to clean the stinky pamper and get used to the smell. But as soon as they see the opportunity, when the mother vulnerable from being attacked by the father, you want to run up and steal someone's child. When she getting out of the jail for protecting herself and her baby. Trying to talk about she don't got money, she did, she that. She wasn't all that when she was raising them before your son come out abusing her and that child. And then try to get her family not to help her on some conspiracy stuff. Knowing that y'all should have given that woman back her child. But you know God is even realer than that, because guess what he said? Y'all shouldn't have locked her up in the first place. So how dare you try to keep her son from her? Don't ever let women buy nothing for your kids. Because the stuff that people was donating, so-called giving me, I was on my way to buy it for him. But they were talking about they being so nice. Then they turn around and try to act like you ain't never did nothing for your child. So no, I don't want no one gifts. I take my last money and I'll buy it myself. Because then I get into it, my baby daddy, some witch try to come around talking about she want my child. You ain't never did nothing for my son. But back to something else, because I'm not going to get angry right now. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to forsake wrath. I knew something was up when they wanted to take back all the stuff. I already knew something was up concerning me having another baby. You don't do stuff like that. You just don't. And the part about family and friends, like, I already knew I didn't really have family. I already knew I didn't really have friends. But for them to want to see me dead for protecting my child and then turn around and threaten him and then keep him from me and act like you care more about my child than I do, while you try to have people sabotaging me all on the streets. Yeah, it's some gang stuff, and it's some stuff that you have to kill a person about. Like, once you do that to a person and you know who all involved, then they need to make sure that you dead. Because I know every single last person who was involved. And it is dangerous to do something like that to someone and their children, and then let them live to tell about it. And then try to have them all up under you after y'all threaten my child like that. And lying about my pregnancy. It's like a bully situation, and I hate bullies. So they're just going to leave me outside, or they're going to keep forcing me to go with these gang members and black Freemasons. And it's really making me very angry on the inside that they keep trying me like this about my pregnancy and my kids. I'm getting really sick and tired of people keep trying me. And there's too many people involved that's trying me, so I guess they would expect me to snap by now. But I'm not. I'm about to get on my knees and I'm about to pray in tongues. And they know I'm crazy. But I know that's gonna put a real damper in Satan's little plans to lie about my case and my pregnancy and to keep my son from me. I don't care if you threaten my child. I want my child. And I ain't got to prove nothing to none of you about giving him back.